Welcome to the heart of the world's most massive ammunition plant. Here, the journey of a single bullet begins with millions of tons of raw metal. These furnaces burn at over 1,700 degrees Fahrenheit, turning solid brass into a flowing river of porous. Precise chemical alloys are added here to ensure each shell casing can withstand thousands of pounds. Automation is key. Every movement is controlled by AI to move these massive loads with millimeter precision. Rapid cooling transforms the liquid into a solid slab, several feet thick and hundreds of feet long.
Millions of pounds of force are applied here. The metal is squeezed and stretched. Inventory management at this scale is a feat of engineering. Millions of pounds of brass are ready for the next phase.
Now, the real transformation begins. The brass is punched into thick discs known as cups, the first step in shell formation. Sustainability is key. Every piece of scrap metal is immediately recycled back into the melting furnace.
These cups are the heavy-duty base of the ammunition. Each one will eventually become a high-pressure vessel.
Any moisture or oil must be removed. The cups are heat-dried to prepare them for the heavy forming process.
Next, we move to the deep draw machines. This is where a simple disc becomes a giant shell.
The metal is forced through several dies, each one making the case longer and thinner. The power required is immense.
If a cup is even a fraction of a millimeter off, it is rejected by a blast of high-pressure air.
Now we enter the shaping bay. These gargantuan hydraulic presses use millions of pounds of force.
Precision is everything. Every giant casing is trimmed to an exact millimeter by automated lathes.
To prevent the brass from cracking under extreme pressure, the necks are heated in a process called annealing. Our AI sensors detect flaws invisible to the human eye. Any shell with even a microscopic
Now we enter the most restricted area of the facility.
The primer is the heart of the explosion. A tiny spark here will eventually ignite the massive charge inside the shell. Above us sit tons of high-grade propellant. This black river of energy is gravity-fed into the discasets. Every single round receives a charge calculated down to the milligram. Even a tiny error could be zero margin for error. Our AI-driven scales verify every shell before it moves to the next station. The base of the shell must be the strongest part. A massive header press stamps the brand logo and creates it. Final stage of shaping, polishing. These shells are tumbled for hours to reduce friction